What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Monday. I don't know why I don't ever know what the day is when I come on here 6 days a week. What's going on with it? What's going on, people? Happy Monday. I had to get my bearings. Nicole Roberts said, heck yeah. Let's go, Nicole. We got Bells in the building. Thank you so much for coming to the live, guys. As y'all can hear, my voice still acting crazy. You know, we're going to get into that thing. Hold on. Let me see. Where we at? Let me see. Thank you for coming to the live, guys. We got something special. Is anybody else screen keep freezing, or is it just on my iPad? Let me know. Anybody else screen keep freezing? Christopher, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for the likes. Let me see. What is that? Suave, what's going on with you? Thank you so much for coming to the live, bro. I appreciate you. All right. So we got our design. We're going to do a little FORTNITE situation today. So this is our design here. All right. Let me see. Sharon said it do keep freezing on her end as well. So hopefully it gets better. It looks like I'm green, but if it keeps freezing, please somebody let me know so that I can reconnect or something. All right, so we're gonna flip that screen and we're gonna get into it. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Mr. Socks. I'm going to teach you guys how to print custom sublimation socks. So let's get into that thing. So we got the FORTNITE design here. This should be absolutely insane. So let's get into it. What is that? Arcilla, thank you so much for the follow. Dono, thank you for the follow. Deline, thank you so much for the follow. Lady Love, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna get into it. I'm going to tell you you guys what the materials I use to make my my custom socks. Now this is a 360 design, so it's not where you press it on the front, you flip it over, press it again. Yes, we do that, but we still have a 360 design where it's not, the image is not broken up. All right, so let's get into that thing. So our materials, we have our sublimation socks. Now they're not technically sublimation socks, they're just polyester, and they're made by Gildan. So I get these from Amazon. They're about 12 pairs for $17.99 or so. So you can get these from Amazon. I have a link in the bio for everything that I'm the materials I'm talking about. I have a link in the bio for it. All right, we also have our sock jig here. We use this to stabilize the sock as well as stretch it out so that we can get the best color. And then when we put it on our leg, the image is not distorted. All right, so we have that. We also use heat tape. This is required for this method. I know with the other methods, you don't necessarily have to use heat tape, but for this method, you will need heat tape for it. All right, and then the other thing is our alcohol. We just use this to clean our sock jig from any ink that's left over from our last print. And then we have our secret weapon, which is aluminum foil. All right, so everybody probably like, what we doing with aluminum foil? We gonna get into that in a minute. All right. Nicole Roberts said, Mr. Socks, I gotta say, I tried the printer paper I had on hand. Cheapo Walmart stuff. It worked. Let's go. So I'm proud of you for stepping outside the box and trying that thing. So I'm so glad it worked for you. Let me see. T's Text, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. User 4507, thank you so much for sharing the live. KJ, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you guys. The Shares crew, thank you so much for the follow. We got 60 inch up in here. 60 inch said, my people, hola, hey, hola. You know, Uh, clean, prep, and enjoy. Let's go. Jay, thank you so much for the follow. Mr. TikTok, thank you so much for the follow. Dixon said, what printer do you use? So I use a Epson 2760. Now you don't necessarily have to use that printer. You can use any of the EcoTanks. So if you find that there's an EcoTank series that's lower in price, then definitely get that. They all do the same thing. Sometimes the print size is a little bit bigger, but other than that, all of them do the same thing. All right. Tara, thank you. Tara Turvey, thank you so much for the follow. Tara Monique, thank you for the follow. Dead Man Walking, thank you so much for the follow. Lexi, thank you for the follow. Dabachi, thank you for the follow. And Roxanne, thank you so much for sharing the live. So let's get into that thing. I had to get my other print here. That's what I was waiting for. If you guys have missed any of the lives, any images that I've done in the past, we're uploading all of those to YouTube. So feel free, go to YouTube. You can search Mr. Socks, or you can go to my link in my bio, and it'll have the logo there for YouTube. Click on that thing. It's also in my link tree, and it'll ask you to subscribe. Please subscribe to your boy so that we can start to do lives on YouTube as well. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start off by cleaning our sock jig here. So like I said, we're going to just use some alcohol here. We're going to spray it on a microfiber cloth. All right, and then we'll just clean off our sock jig here. We want to make sure that the ink that's left over from our last print doesn't show up on our next print. All right, so again, just wipe this off, wipe it clean here. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to load the sock onto the sock jig. So let's do that. So we have our sock here. Natasha said you mirror the image. Yes, absolutely. Make sure you guys mirror the image. Sometimes we forget, but make sure you guys mirror the image. All right. So we're going to stretch it out here. Slide it onto the sock jig. All right. And then we're just going to make sure that our lines are straight. When we press on our sock, we want to make sure that the sock is straight, all right? Because when we place it on our leg, we want it to be straight, the design to be straight on our leg as well. We don't want to have to kind of shimmy back and forth to make sure that our design is straight, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're just going to roll our edges. So if you see this here, we don't want any of this. We want our lines to be vertical from top to bottom, no zigzags, all right? So let's do that here. We're just going to roll our edges, flip it over. Rolling again. I actually placed this one on pretty good this time. I'm usually kind of going hand with the rolling, but this looks good. All right, so this is how it should look, front and back. All right, let's do the next one. If you guys have questions, feel free to put it in the chat. Thank you so much for the likes. We at 1.2K likes right now. Thank you so much for that. All right. So we're gonna do the same thing with this one. Make sure that the design or the sock is straight. All right, so that our design is straight. All right, this one looks a little better. It looks a little more wonky. We want to make sure that our lines are straight here. All right, so we're just rolling our edges here. Now this is the only rolling of the edges. If you're familiar with the last method or the old method, you have to roll your edges in order to get the seams, get your socks to be crispy. But with this method, you don't have to do that. All right, so let's do that here. Make sure that our lines are straight. All right. So we have that. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get as close as you can. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to lint roll our sock here. We don't want any fibers or anything left over from the factory or anything like that to be on our sock when we print. So we're just going to lint roll it here. All right, if you have long hair or a beard like me, you know it's really important that you lint roll your socks. You don't want any hairs to be like in there when you're printing, nor do you want to send that out to your customers. All right, so we're gonna do that here. So we have that. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare our artwork. So let me see if you guys have questions before we do that. Let me see where we at. Shaker Shack, thank you so much for the follow. Remy, thank you for the follow. Dixon, thank you for the follow. Roxanne, thank you for the follow. What is that? Raynell, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Sync, thank you for the follow. Excuse me. Let me see. Brandy, thank you so much for being here. She said, I don't know how to use Epson to print. Make sure you find a group if you want to get into our Facebook group, so that you can ask your questions and we can help you along and get you started. So make sure if you're a beginner, become a part of some type of sublimation group. Like I said, you can come to ours as well. The link is in the bio for that, so that you can ask your questions. They'll be able to answer you, and then you can get started with no problem. All right. Live at 5. Thank you so much for the share. I appreciate you. Shaker Shack, thank you so much for the share. Sophie said, hi, what's going on with you? Thank you so much for coming to the live. Maisha, thank you so much for the follow. Live at 5, thank you for the follow. Black and Mild, thank you so much for the share. I appreciate you. Nicole Roberts said, a huge thank you for sharing your knowledge, sir. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. All right. Let me see. User 7809, thank you for the follow. Queen, thank you for the follow. Brianna, thank you for the follow. User 8407, thank you so much for the follow. Natasha said, my computer don't give me that option. I only get it on my Cricut. What option do you mean? Let me know. Linda Hunt, thank you so much for sharing the live. Samantha, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Tiffany, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Let me see. Mia, thank you so much for the follow. We got Miles in the building. Thank you so much for coming to the live, and thank you for the share. All right, so we're going to point you guys at the screen here or down at the table. All right, and we're going to prepare our artwork here. All right. So once we do that, Natasha said her computer doesn't mirror. So it won't say mirror. It will say flip horizontally or flip vertically, right? So depending on your design, you want to flip horizontally, all right? So it may not say mirror. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, depending on the program that you use. But it will say, like I said, flip horizontally or flip vertically, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut off this white space here because we don't need it, all right? So we're just going to place it in our paper cutter. Place it down here. We're going to come as close as we can get, with creating like some type of space there. And then we're going to cut it here. All right. Make sure that it's even when you're cutting both papers at the same time. All right. So we're just going to cut it here. We have that white space. We can throw that in the trash because we don't need it. All right. So we have that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap our design around our sock. All right. So we're just going to place it face down here. Let's bring this up a little bit. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to place it face down here, right in the middle. And then we're going to fold this side and then fold this side. Now, when you're pressing, when you're folding it here, it's going to overlap. That's fine. Don't worry about it. You want that to happen. All right. So we're going to overlap it here. Once we overlap it, we want to make sure, I couldn't really see the screen. So we're going to overlap it here, and we want to make sure that these two, the two sides of the paper are even. We don't want it to be like this or like this, because that's how it's going to show up when you print it. All right. So we're going to make sure it's lined up here. We're going to take our heat tape, and we're just going to lay it down here. All right. Just to hold it in place. We're going to go down to the bottom, tape it up here, and then we're going to do our fillers. We're just taping wherever we didn't tape previously. All right. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tape up our seam here, right? And we're using so much tape so that we can make sure that that we don't have any ghosting. And if you don't know what ghosting is, it's just when you're printing and your design shifts a little bit, and then it'll print again somewhere else, or like a different position on your garment. You don't want that because it makes your image not look as crisp as it needs to. All right. So we're going to tape it here to the sock jig, flip it over, tape it again. All right. And this is how it should look. All right. So we got that. We're going to do that again for the second one here. Place it down here in the middle. All right. We're going to fold it up here. Make sure it is even. Make sure it's tight. And we're just going to place our tape down right here in the middle. Line it up at the bottom as well. And tape it up here. We're going to do our fillers. All right. And then we're going to tape up our seam here. All right. Once we finish this, I'll get to you guys' questions so that we can get this started. All right. We're going to press this bad boy up. All right. We're going to tape it to the sock jig here. Flip it over. Tape it again. All right. And this is how it should look. All right. Let's get into the questions before we wrap up. Before we get to our secret weapon. Let me see where we at. Let's see. Let me slide that bad boy. Let's see. Yolanda, thank you so much for the follow. Maya, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Natasha, thank you so much for sharing the live. Julie said, do you sell these? I used to sell them. If you guys want me to, print them personally, then you would have to send me a message, send me an email, and I'll print it personally for you. But like I said, I don't have it on my website or anything, so I just kind of teach you guys how to do the socks. But if you want me to print them personally, then you would have to contact me via email. All right, link is in the bio for that. Let me see. Butterfly said, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Danny said, where do you get the image size? So the image size, I had to actually measure my sock jig in order to get the size for my artwork. And I do all of that in Procreate. So I design it in Procreate as well as, do all my measurements and everything. And then I cut it, directly from my iPad. So if you're interested in learning how to use Procreate for sublimation or for your crafting business, you can go to the link in the bio and sign up. I actually have a class starting today at 5 p.m. Central. The next one will be in 2 weeks. So if you want to get into that class for today, then make sure you go to the link in the bio. We have a option where you can get in instantly through PayPal or Cash App. Now, this is not a paid class or, where it's like a set price. It's just donation based. So whatever you can afford for the class, that'll get you in there for the 5 weeks. So again, if you're interested in that, go to the link in the bio, and you'll be able to get into that thing instantly. And make sure when you go through Cash App that you send me your email so that I can actually send you the class information. All right. With PayPal, it'll actually, it has all your information in your email, so it'll just send it to me. But Cash App is not that way. All right. Sandra, thank you so much for the follow. User 3292 said, I want to make custom socks. This is awesome. You're in the right place. Thank you so much for coming. What is that? Let's Run Duo said, is that Captain Tape? I don't know what Captain Tape is. I don't know if that's another name for heat tape, but it's actually heat tape. All right. Let me see. Julie said, okay, gotcha. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Danny said, thank you for that info. No problem. All right, so we're going to get back to this wrap here. We're going to pull out this aluminum foil. And I know y'all like Mr. Socks, what we doing with aluminum foil. We not baking nothing. We don't got no chicken out here, no cornbread. What we doing with it? All right, so the aluminum foil is going to make your life so much easier, all right? Because it does all the heavy lifting for you. When you print without the aluminum foil, you'll press here, flip it over, press again, and it won't target your seams here, right? So it'll just be color up top, color down the bottom, and you won't have any color on your seams, right? It'll be just white or like a faint color. Now, when you use aluminum foil, the aluminum foil will help target your seams here, right? Because the aluminum foil, the heat will circulate through the aluminum foil. The way we're about to wrap it, it's going to circulate through there, and it's going to target your seam so that you can also get the ink from your seams here, right? So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to flip it over here. We're just going to fold it. All right, that'll take care of this side of the seam. And then we're going to cuff it behind the sock jig and that'll take care of this side of the seam. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to slightly pull it towards us so that we can create a tight, snug fit. All right. So let's do that here. We're going to pull it slightly towards us, and then we're going to tape it in place. We're going to do that all the way down the sock. All right. So do that here. Now the reason for, again, for you to, pull it and make sure that it's snug is just to make sure that you can target your seams, right? You want to make sure when you place this on the heat press that the ink will circulate, or the heat will circulate to your seams to extract that ink from the paper. All right. So let's do this here. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to tape this also to the sock jig here. Flip it over, tape it again. All right, and then we're going to do something that we call a rub test, right? So the rub test is just us running our finger along the line, along your seams here, just to make sure that you don't hear anything that sounds like aluminum foil. All right, so we're going to do that here. We don't hear anything. We know we're good to go. We wrapped it the correct way. Now we can do the next one. All right, so let's do that here. We're going to do the same thing here. Smooth that bad boy out. All right, and then we're going to fold it in half. That'll take care of that, and then we'll cuff it behind the sock jig, and that'll take care of that side. Now we're going to slightly pull towards us to make sure that it's tightly wrapped around the sock, and we're going to do that all the way down. All right, so let's finish this up here, this last one at the bottom. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to tape it to the sock jig. Flip it over, tape it again, and now we can do our rub test. We don't hear anything. We know we're good to go. Now we can press this bad boy up. All right, let me see if you guys have questions before we get to pressing. Let's see. Veronica said, and I'm waiting on Silky Socks to send my order so I can get started. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Proactive. Let's go. Let's go. I hope nobody in here got they materials and stuff still in the box. I hope not. Every time I say it, somebody be in here like I do. Please don't have your materials still in the box. That's money. That's money that's just sitting there. We don't have that in the Mr. Socks family. So rip that thing open right now and get it out the box and set that bad boy up. Let me see. Tammy, thank you so much for the follow. The real David Neal, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Debachi said, I see a heat conductor for seams. Exactly, bro. Thank you so much for that. Doris, thank you so much for sharing the live. Julie said, makes sense, actually. I appreciate that. I'm glad it makes sense to you. Sometimes people be like, nah, I still don't get it. What is the aluminum foil doing? So I appreciate you guys. All right. Payne Adams, thank you so much for the follow. Queen, thank you for the follow. What is it? Recurse. Oh, I don't know. Thank you so much for the follow. What is that? Y'all in these Spanish names, I can't do it. I'm gonna just say, Kuna. Kuna said, my sublimation always looks blurry. Why, please? So it could be that your image is blurry before you even print it out. So if it is, you need to make sure that your resolution or your DPI is around 300, as well as whatever images you're using. You want to make sure that they're good quality or high quality so that it doesn't come out blurry. All right. And then make sure also when you print out your design that you're spitting it out slowly and not where it's kind of printing as if you're printing like a regular document or something. All right, I saw Angelique up in here. What's going on, Prima? I see J Marie in this thing. Thank you so much for coming to the live, Primas. I appreciate you. Let me see. Let's see where we at. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody's question. If I did miss your question, feel free to put it back in the chat. It's kind of going super fast. What is that? Recursos said, do I sell socks? So I don't sell socks on my website anymore. But if you want me to make socks, just me make it, then I absolutely can make it for you. But you would have to send me a message via email. So you can go to info@customondeck.com. All right. info@customondeck.com. It's also the link in my bio, so you can get to it a little faster. What is that? Lorena, thank you so much for the follow. Queen said, I know you gotta get gotta get clothing. Let me know what that means. 60-inch said, that is a crafter's life, having an abundance of supplies. Exactly. Everything is in the box. Exactly. But you actually got to use it. You got to use it. So make sure y'all get all that stuff out the box. Just so that you can have it right in front of your face and you know that you'll use it. Doris said, come on, Doris. Doris said, I still have my heat press in the box. I ain't going to be able to do it. I ain't going to be able to do that thing. I told y'all. Doris, get that thing out the box. We got to use it. That's all I'm saying. We got to use that thing. Faith-ish said, what kind of socks do you use? So I use Gildan. I also use Reebok. I use Calvin Klein. I use Adidas. It's another one that I use. But those I think are my top 4 that I use. All right. Michelle in the building. What's going on with you, Michelle? She said, you are great. Thank you so much for that. What size is your heat press? So it's a 15 by 15 heat press. All right. Let me see. And Soto said, where do you get your socks? I just answered that. Let me see. So we're going to press this bad boy up, and then we're going to get back to you guys' questions. All right. So we're at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, right? Now, when we press it up at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, we want to make sure that we are pressing it at heavy pressure. Now, if you're not pressing it at heavy pressure, it will not reach your seams. I'm telling you now. I don't care how good you wrap your socks with the aluminum foil. It's still not going to come out the right way. You have to have heavy pressure so that it can get to your seams. All right. So we're going to press it up at 400 degrees for 60 seconds at heavy pressure. So let's get into that thing. All right, so we have a Teflon sheet here. That's just what we use as a barrier between the heat press and the sock. All right, so we're gonna press that up here for 60 seconds, and then we're gonna flip that bad boy, press it again, and then we're gonna let it cool. All right. Andrew, thank you so much for the follow. Beautifully Broken Chaos, thank you so much for the follow. Tony Henderson, thank you for the share. I appreciate you. Sweet Cheesin said, she said, girl, get it out the box. You know, get that thing out the box. Doris said, what's a good printer? So anything Eco Tank, Epson Eco Tank, is good for sublimation, but please do not put the ink that comes with your printer. Don't put it in your printer. You need sublimation ink for that. All right. Queen said, do you have vendors? I don't have any vendors. I usually get everything from Amazon just because it comes fast, and I know that if I use it, if I use the service, then Mia, thank you so much for the rose. I know if I use the service and I have a problem with the materials that they send me, I know that they'll make it right. All right. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna smack it up, flip it, rub it down. That's just Mr. Sock's way of saying flip that thing. All right, so we're gonna flip it here, and then we're gonna press that bad boy up again for another 60 seconds. All right. Let me see. I'm trying to get to all the questions. If I skip anything, please feel free to throw it back in the chat. Teresa said, I set my Epson printer and heat press last week, made some tumblers, excited to start socks. Let's go. Clap it up for Teresa. I'm so proud of you for getting started. Not a lot of people will just, they let their fear set in. So I appreciate you for pushing through that thing. All right. Slayed by Brit, thank you so much for the follow. DJ Moose, thank you for the follow. Court, thank you for the follow. Foam Shop coming soon, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Kuna said, where can I get the sock template you put in the sock? So it's actually called a sock jig. I have a link in my bio for it, so you can get it from Amazon. All right. Sia Henderson, thank you so much for the follow. Shauna, thank you for the follow. Exploring the adventure of art, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. All right. So we got that pressed up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to let it sit, right? Because we don't want to go Christmas mode and start ripping our paper off of our sock, right? We want to make sure that it comes down to room temperature, and then once it comes down to room temperature, then we can begin to peel it from there, all right? Because we want to make sure that our that our ink settles, it dries on our sock. If we just go ripping the paper off, then it will disturb the ink, all right? Let me see. What is sublimation exactly? So sublimation is just it's where you print something, like you print ink on a paper just like you would normally do, right? And then you would get a polyester garment and you would press it on the garment, right? And then it'll release the gases from your paper and lay it on your shirt, all right? So that's pretty much the gist of sublimation, all right? I am Fitz. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you. Let me see. Where we at? Y'all throwing these comments up in here. Tracy, thank you so much for sharing the live. I love cats. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me see. Where we at? Yes, we are printing FORTNITE socks. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Denise said, what do you have on your heat press? Is that a pillowcase? So it's not a pillowcase. It's a Teflon sheet. All right. So it's just kind of used as a barrier between the heat press and the sock. All right. Once I pressed it, once I unpeel this thing, and we do the reveal, I'm going to give away this digital file to about 6 or 7 people. I usually try to do 6 or 7 people for each live. So if you guys are interested, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the live. And we're going to like draw some names so that we can get you guys this design. All right. Let me see. Stephanie said, I have supplies and still haven't done it. Lord. Come on, Stephanie. I'm trying to work with you, my love, but you're killing me. You can't just put that in there all willy-nilly. You know, we got to get to this thing. We got to work on this. User C said, would you recommend that heat press or suggest a better one? So I really like this heat press. But you would have to get in the comments. The Fan Bam actually got it for me for Father's Day, so I don't exactly know what listing they had or got it from as far as Amazon. So feel free to ask them, and they'll be able to direct you in the right direction. All right. Chris Rodriguez said, I will make some socks as soon as I get home. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Tracy said, is there a charge to use Procreate? So Procreate is a one-time charge, which is you can get the pocket version for $4.99 or you can get the iPad version for $9.99, right? So I have both, and that's only because I teach the class. I started out with pocket because I didn't know that there was a difference, and then I got the iPad one. So again, if you want to get into that class, we have one starting today at 5 p.m. Central. So you can go to the link in the bio, and you can get instant access either through the Procreate link that says Cash App or Procreate link for PayPal. You'll be able to get right in there. If you're using Cash App, feel free to put your email in there so that I'll know where to send the materials to. All right. Let's see. Jan MC said, hi, what's going on with you? Thank you so much for coming to the live. Let me see. Where we at? I just skipped over somebody's comment. I kind of want to go back to that thing. We got a custom gift shop up in here. What's going on with you? They said, how much you sell, or could you sell it? If you're talking about for the socks, now for my half-length socks, I usually sell for $20. For my full-length socks, which is a full color sock, or full design, I usually charge anywhere from $25 to $30 for those socks, for a pair. All right. Sweet Cheese and said, how bad is the stretch on the large legs? So I have large legs, and it doesn't distort the image at all. I'm not sure if you can see the socks that I have on is actually He-Man. And I've had these for about a year now, and they come back, they wash well, so you don't have a issue with that. All right. The Shears crew said, is there a special sublimation ink So I use Wocock. I also have the link in my bio for that, but people use different inks. I don't think it's really about the inks per se. I think it's more about your printer settings and your design. So I don't think you should focus so much on the printer ink. But again, the ink that I use is always on sale and it's pretty cheap. So if you want to rock with that, then definitely do that. It's completely up to you. I don't use sub paper. I use copy paper, and it's by Hammer Mill. Also, link in the bio for that. All right. Let me see. We're gonna get to this peel. Hold on. Then we're gonna get back to your questions. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got on this thing. Oh my God, we got the bake through look. I'm excited about these. I'm really excited because I want to see how these bad boys gonna come out. All right, so we got the bake through look on both sides. All right, so we got that. We're gonna get into this thing. Can I get a drum roll out this piece? Thank you so much, Tiff and Sean. I see you. Can I get a drum roll out this thing? Let me see. Jennifer said I'm doing one for Christmas with my husband face all over. That is super dope. Make sure you tag me in that thing. I gotta see that. You know, we had 11.5k likes. Thank you so much for that, guys. I appreciate you. Let's run. Just put it in the comments. I was like 10k. Hold on, let me see. We had 11.7k likes right now. Thank you so much for that. And let's run duos. Thank you so much for making me look up. I appreciate that. All right. So we're going to get into this peel. We got the drum rolls popping out. So we're going to get into that thing. Hold on. Let's get into it. Let's see. I'm excited about these. I'm excited. Hold on. Oh, Lord. I ain't going to be able to do that thing. Oh, my God. Why that thing so crispy? Oh, Lord. Hold on. I got the, oh my God. Hold on. This getting a little crazy. Oh my God. Come on. What we talking about here? Oh Lord. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. That thing too hot to touch. Oh my God. Check it. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Why it's so crispy? Why that thing? Look at them seams though. Oh man. Oh Lord. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Why that thing so crispy? Hold on. Look at the seam in that back. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. You can't even see no seam. Remember when I told y'all overlap that bad boy? Come on. Oh my God. You got to overlap that thing. Oh Lord. That thing is so crispy. Hold on. We got to take it off. We got to do a 360 on. Oh my God. Come on. What we talking about here? I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about. We got Big Bus up in here. I see you, bro. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Where we at? Miles said, throw down and walk out. Let's go. Let's go. Julie said, wow. Sweet cheese and cracking up. Julie said, that's actually stunning. Wow, let's go. Beck said, I'm smiling. Let's run duo said, I'm dead. Let's go. Nicole Roberts said, and there it is. Come on. And there it is. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Hold on. Julie said, great job. Thank you so much for that. Stephanie said, I wanted to do socks down. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is pull them bad boys out. We on that thing, you know? We on that thing. Mia, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you, my love. J. Marie said, now walk it out. Hey, come on. Let's go. Custom Gift Shop said, looks beautiful. Beck said, wow. Big Buster said, that thing crispy. Beck said, that thing crispy, boy. What you talking about? You know? Yolanda said, I'm new here. It's the walkout. Let's go. Is that the walkout? That's the walkout for you. You know? Debachi said that turned out great. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. Ray Nell said, yes. Hold on. Y'all think it's a fluke out this thing. Hold on. Let me do that thing again. Y'all think it's a fluke out here. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all think Mr. Socks is a fluke. Oh, Lord. Oh, my. Oh, gee. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Why that thing so crispy the second time? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Why is that thing so crispy? I ain't gonna be able to do it. Look, check out the colors, though. Oh, my God. That thing too hot to touch. That thing too hot to touch. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. Doris said, in my New Orleans voice, that's Gucci. Come on, Doris. Come on, Doris. Julie said, even better the second time. Let's go. Debachi said, it's official. No fluke. That thing not a fluke. That thing not a fluke. Let's go. Oh, my. Let me throw it on the tumbler because y'all don't understand. Hold on. Sometimes we got to throw that bad boy on the tumbler. Hold on. This like the leg without putting it on the leg. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all think Mr. Sock's playing out these parts. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Let's do the spin on him. Let's do the... Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. I ain't going to be able to do that thing. Oh, Lord. It's so crispy. Where the seams at, though? Where them seams at, though? That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Teresa said, that llama ain't got no drama, baby. That llama ain't got no drama. Abby, thank you so much for the subscription, for subscribing. I appreciate you. Oh, I see it come up. Thank you so much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to your boy. I'll sit here and wait for you. Let's go. I'll sit here and wait for you. I ain't gonna be doing nothing else. You know? J. Marie said, you did that damn thing. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, that's all I'm talking about. Dixon said, I mixed the finishing product. Let me show it to you, my boy. Oh, Lord. Why that thing so crispy? Oh, my God. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. I ain't gonna be able to do that thing. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Make sure y'all go to that YouTube channel. I'm trying to shout people out for it popping up on my screen. That's all I'm saying. Sweet Cheese said, that thing crispy. Let's go. Nicole said, ain't no fluke if the results fire every time. Let's go. If the results fire every time. She ain't say every time. She said every time. Let's go. Let's go. KBV said, you seriously use copy paper? Absolutely. Let me show you. Hold on. Hold on. KBV think it's a fluke out this thing. Hold on. Oh, my God. Hammer Mill premium copy paper. 32 pound, 500 sheets. Let's go. That's what we print on. Let's go. Let me see. Big Buster said, what's the YouTube name? So my YouTube name is Mr. Socks. But if you go to my link in my bio, it'll actually have a a link for my thing, and then once you click on it, it'll ask you, do you want to subscribe? And you say yes. Hit yes on that thing. Let's go. Somebody go to my YouTube. I'm gonna sit right here and wait for y'all. I'm gonna sit right here and wait for y'all. Let's go. And then we're gonna get into that giveaway. You know? KBV said wow, I'm so impressed. Come on, Jennifer. I see you, girl. Thank you so much for the subscription. I can't even get it out. I'm so excited. Let me see. What is this? So Creative. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for the follow. Danny said, when is the next Procreate class after today? So let me check on that. Because I really don't be having like a date. So let me check on it. Hold on. Hold on. I got to watch my screen too, just in case some more subscribers come up. Hold on. So I think we're going to do, the next one would be September it would be September the 7th would be our next one. All right. So if you guys are interested in the Procreate class and you can't get into this one for this week or for the start date today, then make sure you sign up for September 7th because that will be our next one. All right. All right, so we're gonna put in let's get to our winners. Let's get to our winners. So I want you guys to put in the comments to win this digital file. Let me see. Millie said, "What's up? What's going on with you, my love? Thank you so much for coming to the live." Doris said, "That's that pressure right there. Come on, Doris. Come on, Doris. Let's go. We have 14.4K likes right now. Thank you so much for showing me that, Teresa. She said, crispy as Southern style bacon. Let's go." Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Jennifer, thank you so much for subscribing. I seen that thing pop up, girl. Thank you so much for that. All right. So I want you guys to put into the comments FORTNITE. Put FORTNITE into the comments. Let me put it up there so y'all can spell it right. Let's go. Put FORTNITE into the comments if you guys want to win this digital file. We're going to send it to you guys via email. All right. So let me see. The first 6 to 7 people that put FORTNITE into the comments is going to win this digital file. Make sure you go to redeem that thing. Make sure you go to you can go to my link in my bio. It'll say email me if you want to go to get the email, or you can email me at customondeck@gmail.com so that you can redeem that thing. All right. We got Sandoris in here. What's going on, Cuzzo? I see you. J Marie, we got one. Let me see. Hold on. Where we at? I got that. Y'all moving a little fast for me. Millie said, remember me? I'm the one who asked about the white seams on the sock. Let's go, Millie. I see you. Thank you so much for that. KBV, I see you on that post, girl. Thank you so much for going on YouTube and comment. Make sure y'all like it up, comment, and subscribe to your boy. You know. So let me see. We got J Marie up in here. We got Sandoris is 2. We got Shoshona up in here is 3. We got KBV is 4. Big Bussa, come on, Big Bussa, you got to put that thing in there, boy. Veronica, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. We got 4. Who else? We got Suzanne. That's 5. Jennifer. That's 6. Let me see. Where we at? Doris. That's 7. And Suave, we're going to do number 8 for Suave. Make sure y'all go to the link in the bio and hit that thing that say email me. And then it'll, and when you put it in there, put Mr. Socks out 1 so that we can send you the file for today. All right. So I love you guys so much. We got to get up out of here and go get into this school traffic, which I hate, but we got to do it, you know? We got to do it. So I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all coming to the live. I appreciate y'all participating every single day that we get onto the live. We're going to give away these designs. So make sure y'all come back so that y'all can see what we're printing out. And then you can hopefully win that file. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all, when this live is over, go subscribe to your boy. Like I always say, never sit in your fears. Thank you so much for that, Tiff. Sandoris, I love you back. Never sit in your fears. Get your mat truck and plow through that thing. I love y'all. Peace.